نادر علی آپ لوگ آگے آگے آ جائیں پلیز، مجلس ہو رہی ہے. بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات. صلی علی محمد وآل.
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین الرحمن الرحیم مالک یوم الدین. ایاک نعبد و ایاک نستعین. اہدنا الصراط المستقیم صراط الذین انعمت علیہم غیر المغضوب علیہم ولا الضالین.
MashaAllah, great job Nadia Ali. Now Hussein will recite. بارہ دیگر صلوات. اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد.
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. انا انزلناہ فی لیلۃ القدر. وما ادراک ما لیلۃ القدر. لیلۃ القدر خیر لیلۃ القدر خیر من الف شہر. تنزل الملائکۃ والروح فیہا بإذن ربہم من کل امر. سلام ہی حتی مطلع الفجر. صدق اللہ العلی العظیم.
Good job. Now Sukaina will recite. Sukaina will recite.
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. والتین والزیتون وطور سینین وهذا البلد العمین. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل السافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين. أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
MashaAllah. Good thing you finished your own. I couldn't help you with that one.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah. بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات. آپ لوگ آگے آ جائیں، مجلس کا ماحول ہو جائے گا، ذرا آگے آ جائیں. عباس ایک سلام پیش کریں. بارہ دیگر صلوات. اللہم صلی علی محمد.
صلوات پر محمد وآل محمد. عصر کو شے کی صدا آئی، کس سے آواز دوں، ایک میں ہوں میری تنہائی، کس سے آواز ڈوبتا ہے دل میرا خورشید کی کرنوں کے ساتھ، یہ اداسی اس تنہائی کسے آواز دوں اے علی اکبر تمہاری آخری ہچکی کے ساتھ کھو گئی ہے میری بینائی کسے آواز دوں جب ردا چھینی گئی زینب نے رو کر دی صدا مر گیا عباس سا بھائی کسے آواز دوں شام ہوتے ہی زینب سے سکینہ نے کہا لوٹنے فوج ستم آئی کسے آواز دوں شام کا دربار ہے عباس و اکبر بھی نہیں ہر طرف ہے سب تماشائی کسے آواز دوں تشن لب عباس جب ساحل سے واپس ہو گئے الخما رو رو کے چلائی کسے آواز دوں ایک میں ہوں میری تنہائی کسے آواز دوں سوال
التماس مولانا رضوانی صاحب تشریف لیں مجلس سے خطاب بر محمد والے محمد بلند تر صلوات
Please recite Surah Fatiha for the father of Muazzam Alawi, Marhum Maghfoor Maqbool Hussain, as well as mother Marhum Maghfoora Iqbal Begum, and Marhumeens of Alawi family. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Read the Surah Fatiha for all our marhumin, ulama, sulaha, shuhada, जिनका कोई फातिहा पढ़ने वाला नहीं, हमारे ज़वील एहसान. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह रब्बिल आलमीन. अर्रहमानिर्रहीम. मालिक यौमिद्दीन. इय्याका नअबुदु व इय्याका नस्तईन. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حسبنا الله نعم المولى ونعم النصير. أفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد. وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما على بقية الله في الأرضين. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. اللهم واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في محكم كتابه الحكيم وهو أصدق القائلين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى. صلوات رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي عمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ووفقنا وجميع المشتغلين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلوات. Today we are gathered here to commemorate this majlis for Marhumin's Isal Sawab. He gave me the topic of Janab Hazrat Abu Talib, the father of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wassalam. Nowadays you see the ad on YouTube that Ana wa kafilul yatim kahataini fil jannah. The Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, me and the one who is taking care of an orphan is like these fingers. Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be him in the Jannah, taking care of orphan. Ammal yatim fala tanhar. Taking care of orphan is really very important. But one who is raising the orphan of Amina, the orphan of Abdullah, what about him? We say he is Sayyidul Mursaleen, and the other one is Sayyidul Wasiyyin. the one who is taking care of Sayyidul Wasiyyin and Sayyidul Mursaleen, what about the iman of that fellow? If you put the iman of the whole world on one side and the iman of Hazrat Abu Talib on other side, this will be heavy. So inshallah I will talk about Janabe Hazrat Abu Talib Ali Imran inshallah. But as we were reciting this Dua Kumal is a powerful dua. So I was just looking for the dua of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he used to go into the sajda. And then he used to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, Maghfiratuka awsa'u min zambi. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allahumma inni as'aluka bi rahmatika allati wasi'at kulla shay. Your maghfirah, your forgiveness is greater than my guna. Wa rahmatuka arja indi min amali. This is Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, your rahmah. The one who is saying, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. He says, Inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyai, everything is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this Prophet, he is saying, I have more hope in your rahmah than my deed. I have more hope in your rahmah than my deed. Then he says, Rabbi, oh my Rabb, oh my Lord, oh my sustainer, la takilni ala nafsi tarfata aynin abada. Oh my Allah, oh my Lord, don't leave me on my own for a blink of an eye. It means when we are going to go for shopping, we have our kids with us. If there is a rush in the bazaar, we hold the hands of our kids tightly. He says, I don't want to lose you. And sometimes we say, oh, just, I left him for a minute and he's gone and he's nowhere to find. So when there is rush in bazaar, kids can be lost. But the main thing is losing iman. That's what Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, La takilni ala nafsi tarfat aynin abada. I don't want to lose my faith. So faith is very important. We say, Rabbi ghufirli wa li walidayya wa lil mu'minina yawma yakumul hisab. Inshallah, may Allah elevate the status of, inshallah, marhumin, all our marhumins, especially these two marhumin. And we say, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, arzuqhuma shafa'at al-Husayn yawm al-ghurud. And then we say, sabbit lana qadam sidqin indaka ma'al Husayn. And we are asking for ourselves that we want to be firm on the path of Imam alayhi salatu wassalam. Let me talk about Janabe Hazrat Abu Talib alayhi salatu wassalam. His name is Abdul Manaf. And in some riwayah he says he is Ali Imran. That's why in our Noha we say Ali Imran kaha or Bazar-e-Sham. So he is Abu Talib Ali Imran Abdul Manaf. Who is the father of Janabe Abu Talib? Abdul Muttalib. Who is Abdul Muttalib? Dada of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Abraha, he came to destroy Khane Kaaba and he wanted to take away the Kaaba from Makkah to Yemen, at that time, this Abraha, he took the 80 or 90 camels of Janabe Abdul Muttalib. So Janabe Abdul Muttalib says to Abu Talib, find someone who knows the Habashi language and we will go to Abraha. So they went outskirts of Mecca to talk to Abraha. He says, you took my camel, and before the war there is no ghanima, so give me my camels back. He says, I heard a lot about you, Abdul Muttalib. I thought you will be worried about Khane Kaaba, but you are not worried about Khane Kaaba, you are worried about your camels. He says, I am worried about my camels because I am Rabbul Ibn. And this Bayt of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he has Rabb too. When we are going to just understand the Iman of Abu Talib, first see the Iman of Abdul Muttalib. He says, this Bayt, he has a house, he has a lot. He says, what this Bayt has? He says, I don't know any secret about the Khane Kaaba. There is no jewel, nothing. It is just the stones. He says, I am coming to demolish the Khane Kaaba. But the Iman of Abdul Muttalib, he says, this Lord has a house. Then he is going to the door of Khane Kaaba, and he says, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, some people they left out and some people still they are in Makkah. You take care of your house. These Arab people, they have seen the camel, but they have not seen in their life these big elephants. So he came with these big elephants. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent some dinosaurs. Just one dinosaur. Fire should come from the mouth of this dinosaur and they all should run away. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is Rabb. Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. The size, he will bring the big size of animals, will bring the smallest size. ये छोटे ही काफी हैं. अलम तरा كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. Didn't you see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what he did with Ashab al-Fil? They were throwing just one small stone and the whole army was gone. The elephant, they didn't enter even the vicinity of Khane Kaaba. So this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in one Amul Fil, the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is born. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. I will elevate your zikr. If you see the globe today, azan is given in the whole world. यहाँ से azan खत्म हुई तो दूसरी जगह शुरू हो जाती है. अशहदु अन्ना Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. The most taken name in the whole world is the name of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the biggest achievement of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? To conquer Makkah, to make an army, to make a state. The biggest achievement of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to make human beings out of the beast. Out of the beast, he made human being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in first Amul Fil, he says, now I am taking care of this elephant, and now my Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is there. Who made Khane Kaaba? Ibrahim and Ismail, and then say, Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim. This Kaaba was gone because of the heavy rain. All the walls of the Kaaba was gone, and Janabe Abu Talib was there. And he says, oh Abu Talib, you are Sayyidul Batha. His father was there, and when his father was there, the leadership, Abu Talib has 10 sons. How many? 10 sons. He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bless me with 10 sons. Oh Abdul Muttalib, why you want 10 sons? He says, I want to find Zamzam. When I call the people, they don't come and help me to dig the well. Oh God, if I have 10 sons, I don't have to call people. I will just call all my sons. And they will dig the well and we will find the well. So sometimes we think dua. No, duas are really very important. Jan Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, he says, Rabbi inni askantu min zurriyati biwadin ghayri zi zarrin. All your duas you think it's small? No, it's accepted. So he says 10 sons and Allah bless him 10 sons. But he did the nazr. Oh Allah, if you give me 10 sons, I will slaughter one of them. So Allah blessed him with 10 sons. He found the water well of Zamzam, which was covered. And now he says, okay, this water well of Zamzam now belongs to me, but I will give this water to everyone. And he has the title of Siqayatul Hajj. Means he is giving the water to Hujjaj, Abdul Muttalib. Then this designation, this leadership was transferred to Abu Talib. Abu Talib was wealthy. Normally this designation was transferred to elder son, but Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam says, this is against the norm. My father was not wealthy, but still Janabe Abdul Muttalib, he transferred this Siqayatul Hajj to my father Abu Talib. So Abu Talib was Siqayatul Hajj. He was not rich, but his brother Abbas was rich. He says, can you give me 10,000 dirhams? He says, why you want 10,000 dirhams? He says, I want to spend that 10,000 dirhams to make water more good for Hujjaj. I want to lay a layer of dates beneath this water, so I want to make water sweet for Hujjaj. So he asked for 10,000 dirhams from Abbas, and he was not able to pay back. The whole year was gone. Again, the Hajj season came and he is asking Abbas, can you give me more 10,000? He says, yeah, here is the 10,000. But now I am giving you this 10,000 and you have the time to pay me back within a year. And if you are not able to pay, don't worry. I will not ask for the money. The more thing I ask is that you give me your title, Siqayatul Hajj. I will have that title. This is Abu Talib. He says, I am ready to give my title, but I don't want the Hujjaj to suffer. So he asked for the money and he gave the title. He is Abu Talib. And he is taking care of our Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When a Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was born, the age of Janabe Abu Talib was 35 years. When our Prophet is born. When the Prophet is born, Janabe Fatima bint Asad, the mother of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam, she was there with the Amina. He says, I saw a boy, but a boy, a really beautiful boy. Pak, tamam alaish se pak. Very beautiful. At that time, Janabe Abu Talib, he says, you are giving me the good news of Muhammad who is born to Amina. I am giving you also the good news. He says, what is the good news? He says, after 30 years, oh Amina, you will also have a boy which is beautiful like Muhammad. The only difference, there is no Nabuwa after him. So he is giving the glad tidings of the birth of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wassalam. We say Abu Talib. In Arab culture, they don't take the name, so that's why they use the kunniyah.
His eldest son was Talib. That's why he is famous as Abu Talib. What is the name of his second son? His second son is Aqil, born after 10 years. Who is this Aqil? Aqil ibn Abi Talib. The son of Aqil is Abdullah. Who is this Abdullah? The husband of Janabe Zainab. So second son is Aqil. Who is the third son? The third son is Ja'far. Ja'far ibn Abi Talib. I did mistake. Aqil, he has son like Muslim ibn Aqil. Ja'far, he has son, his name is Abdullah, and he was the husband of Janab Zainab. So, Muslim ibn Aqil and Abdullah ibn Ja'far. Fourth son is Imam Ali. And there is a difference of 10 years between all the sons. And this Abu Talib, he has 3 daughters. One is Hani. The house of Hani was in Makkah. When the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala went for Mi'raj, he went from the house of Hani, the sister of Imam Ali. The second is Jumana, and the third daughter is Asma. In Karbala, we think all of them was Bani Hashim. No, all of them was not Bani Hashim. Even if you just can, all was Banu Abu Talib. All the sons of Abu Talib. This Abu Talib alayhi salatu wassalam, he took care of the Prophet. For all the 40 years he didn't start his mission. We say a Nabi is Nabi. He says, Kuntu Nabiyyan wal Adamu bayna al-ma'i wa teen. So he started his mission, but he was Sadiq and Al-Amin. All this time, Janabe Abu Talib was taking care of him. We say Yatime Abdullah. Father passed away. When the father is passed away, before the birth of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he went for a trade ship. We say, what you can say, لَيْلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ إِيلَافِهِمْ رَحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ. There were 2 caravans which were going in different directions. One was going to Syria, one was going to Yemen. The one which was going to Syria, they have to pass Medina. So now this caravan, they are going to Syria and they are going to Medina. And when the father of Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala went with this caravan to Syria, and on his return back, he passed away in Medina. So may Allah give us the tawfiq that we can go for the ziyarat of Janab Abdullah. He is in Medina. What happened to mother? The mother is Amina. Amina bint Wahab. Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was out of Makkah, because this is the tradition that they used to send their kids out in Badia. So Halima Sa'adiyya, she took care of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll ask, Abdul Muttalib, why you are taking or getting this son out of the Medina? Let her mother also go with him. But he says, no, you stay in Medina. Because at that time, these people, they were looking for the Prophet. They have the sign, the Prophet is born and he has a mark. So the ladies, they were just roaming around in Makkah to see a boy with the sign of Nabuwa, so they go after them. That's why Abdul Muttalib, he sent the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala out of Medina to Halima Sa'adiyya. Halima Sa'adiyya, he says, my animal, camel was not able to walk, but when Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came, everything, there is a barakah. What type of barakah this Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even Hazrat Abu Talib, he used to say, oh my kids, don't start eating before let the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala touch the food, then there is a blessing. And So he respected and he was taking care of the Prophet. First, let the Prophet start. So Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a special blessing. But mother passed away when he was 6. When mother passed away, now he is in the care of Abdul Muttalib. 2 years he was with Janabi Abdul Muttalib. And after 2 years, Janabi Abdul Muttalib also passed away. Now, when Abdul Muttalib passed away, he is just asking, "Oh, Abu Talib, Abdullah was your full brother. Now I want you to take care of Abu Talib. He has not seen the affection of mother, not the kindness of the father. So be his father and be his mother." He says, "Oh, my father, don't worry about this. I will take care of Muhammad more than my son." And really he took. When Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started preaching, they said, "Okay, we will go after the Prophet." But who was the defending factor? Hazrat Abu Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. He says, "Don't touch Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Once Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was in sajda, these bad people of Makkah, they just throw all the feces of camel on the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while he was in sajda. This Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he came running to Abu Talib. He says, "Who did it with you?" He says, "No, I will not say." But he forced. And then he come with Janabi Hamza alayhi salatu wasalam. And he says, "Okay, put the same feces on the face of all of them." It means if you do anything to the Prophet, I am here to defend him. Once Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was absent, he was nowhere to found. He was worried about the Prophet. He says, "I am the chief of Bani Hashim. Oh, my clan, you have to obey me. Just go and sit with all these dignitaries of Quraysh." There were 40 tribes. And he sent his slaves. He says, "If I come with the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's okay. And if you see that I am coming without the Prophet, just kill all the dignitaries of Quraysh." He found the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the mount of Abu Qubais, and he entered the Khane Kaaba with the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But he is warning. He says, "Oh, all the leaders of Quraysh." Then he says, "Oh, my slaves, oh, my clan people, just show him your dagger." He says, "If I hadn't find my nephew, I would have instructed to kill you all." So this was the defensive mechanism of Janabi Abu Talib. He says, "Oh, Abu Talib, just give me your nephew. Oh, we will give you a beautiful son of ours." He says, "You want me to take care of your son and I give you my son? My nephew? No, I will not give you." This iman of Abu Talib. People were so oppressed that they were getting killed when they were saying La ilaha illallah. The father and mother of Ammar and Yasir, they were killed. So it was easy for them to kill Janabi Prophet Risalat Ma'ab, but they have no access. So they were asking, "Give us the Prophet and we will give you everything." But Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, finally they says, "What do you want? Whatever your Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want, we are ready to give. But stop this dawah." At that time, Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "If you put the sun in my right hand and moon in my left hand, and you want me to stop, I will not stop." So this is the iman of Prophet, and this is the support of Janabi Abu Talib.
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, buland kar salawat.
So he was 8 years old and he started his mission when he was 40. So for 32 years, not 1 year, for 32 years before he started his mission, he was taken care by Janab Abu Talib. Some of them, they went to Habasha, and Ja'far Tayyar, he was leading the mission, and he started speaking in such a way, and he read the shairi, the poetry of Janab Abu Talib. He said to Habasha that this Muhammad is like Musa, is like Janab Isa alayhi salatu wassalam. He also came with the message, and we think that he doesn't believe. No, he believes. What type of belief? The belief is such that in Sha'b Ali ibn Abi Talib, daily, in every night, he was changing the position of Prophet with his own son. He says if they have a news where the Prophet is asleep, and if they just attack, they will attack my son, and the Prophet is protected. So when Imam Ali salatu wasalam, when he slept, when the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala left Makkah, he says, my father, this is the tarbiyat of my father. He gave us this practice in Sha'b Ali ibn Abi Talib. Sometimes I used to sleep, sometimes Aqil used to sleep, and sometimes Ja'far Tayyar used to sleep in the place of Janab Prophet. So we say this man doesn't have Iman. He has Iman. Our fourth holy Imam, when some narration was narrated, this narration is in Sahih Bukhari, Mughira ibn Sha'bah. He was the anti and who was against Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. He narrated some hadith about Abu Talib, that he is in the fire but he is in the shallow and his mind is boiling with the fire. So when fourth Imam was asked, he says, your judge Hazrat Abu Talib is in hell. So our fourth holy Imam replied him. He says, if a wife is believer and husband is kafir, is pagan, is non-believer, then there should be a separation between husband and wife. Did the Prophet did? Yeah, Prophet did with Janab Zainab, the daughter of the Prophet, who was raised in the house of Janab Khadija. Janab Zainab, she became believer, and husband was not a believer, so separated. So Imam is asking, this is not accusation to Abu Talib, this you are accusing the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why there is no separation between Janab Abu Talib and Fatima bint Asad? It means he was a believer, otherwise he would have separated. But as the moment of Fir'aun, he was hiding his face, this Abu Talib was also hiding his faith. He was a believer, but he was hiding faith as the moment of Fir'aun. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, as Ashabul Kahf, they were hiding their faith, so they will get their ajr from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala double fold. In the same way, Janab Abu Talib also will get the double fold. Even they came to the Prophet Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. He said, don't you listen, don't you have heard? Ana kasimun nare wal jannah. I am the one who is dividing the nar and hell. So I will let my father go there. No, he is Abu Talib. If you put his Iman on one side and the Iman of Khalaiq on other side, his Iman is more heavier than the Iman of Khalaiq. Karbala में जितने भी कुर्बानी थी वो सब की सब जनाब अबू तालिब ने तैयार किया. किसे तैयार किया था? इमाम अली को, जनाब अकील को, پیغمبر کی جگہ سلایا کرتے تھے، اور کربلا میں جب آئیں گے تو کربلا میں بھی یہ سارے کی ساری قربانی جناب ابو طالب کی ذریت میں سے تھی۔ جس طرح میں نے کہا کہ جعفر ابن طیار، ان کا بیٹا عبداللہ اور ان کی اہلیہ جناب زینب، تو ایک طرف سے امام علی اور ایک طرف سے جعفر طیار۔ جب میرے مولا نے ایک سب کی بررسی کی، اس وقت آئے خواتین کے خیموں میں، اور جب آئے جناب زینب کے خیمے کے اندر تو دیکھا جناب زینب نے اون و محمد کو سامنے بٹھایا ہے۔ کون ہے اون و محمد؟ یہ اون و محمد جناب زینب اور جناب جعفر طیار دادا اور علی یہ مرتضیٰ نانا، دونوں کے سر پہ امامے رکھے تھے چھوٹے چھوٹے، ایک کے سر پہ امام علی کا امامہ اور ایک کے سر پہ جعفر طیار کا امامہ۔ کہا بیٹو کل جاؤ اور لڑو تو اپنا تعارف مت کرانا، دشمن خود پکار اٹھے علی کے نواسے اور جعفر طیار کے پوتے آ گئے۔ جناب جعفر طیار کے پوتے جناب زینب نے کہا او اون محمد، اکبر کا لاشا آ گیا، تم ابھی تک زندہ ہو؟ کہا اماں ہم ماموں کے پاس جاتے ہیں ہاں، لیکن ہمیں اجازت نہیں ملتی۔ کہا فضہ جاؤ میرے ماجھائے کو بلا کر آؤ۔ فضہ نے جب جناب امام حسین کو بلایا، امام حسین آئے جناب زینب کے خیمے میں۔ کہا جعفر طیار کی بہو بن کر میں بھیک مانگتی ہوں، اے ماجائے میری گود میں اون محمد کی شہادت۔ کہا جس طرح تم علی اکبر سے پیار کرتی ہو میں اون محمد سے پیار کرتا ہوں، لیکن اجازت ملی۔ جب اجازت ملی ایک کے سر پہ جعفر طیار کا امامہ، ایک کے سر پر مولا مرتضیٰ کا امامہ، دونوں گئے اور لڑے۔ اس طرح لڑے کہ دشمن کی فوج پکار اٹھی۔ کہا ان کو الگ کرو، جب تک ان کو الگ نہیں کرو گے ان پر قابو نہیں پا سکو گے۔ کب تک لڑتے؟ ایک دفعہ زمین پر آئے، اور جب زمین پر آئے پکارا واہ اماں واہ اماں واہ اماں، چاچا ہماری مدد کے لیے آئے۔ چاچا مدد کے لیے گیا، ایک کا جنازہ جناب حسین نے اٹھایا اور ایک کا لاشا جناب عباس نے اٹھایا، لیکن دیکھا ماں کہیں نظر نہیں آ رہی ہے۔ کہا ماں زینب کیوں نظر نہیں آ رہی ہے؟ کہا اے زینب میں نے اجازت دی، اب تم میری بھی بات مان لو، آؤ دیکھو ایک بچے کے اندر تھوڑی سی رمق باقی ہے۔ جناب زینب آئی اور کان میں سنا، کہا اماں ہم نہر فرات تک پہنچے تھے لیکن ہم نے پانی نہیں پیا۔ یہ کون اون محمد ہے جس پر جناب زینب کبھی بھی نہیں روئی؟ لیکن جب مدینہ میں واپس آئی، عبداللہ کے گھر آئی، ایک دفعہ اون محمد کے چھوٹے چھوٹے بستر دیکھے، ایک دفعہ پکاری واہ اونا واہ محمدا وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنْقَلِبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ۔ صلوات
حسین 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 حسین
ساجاد رو رہے ہیں زینب سے منہ چھپا کے، کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پہ، کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پہ، کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پہ۔ ایک سمت بے کفن ہے بھائی کا اس کی لاشا، عباس کی بہن کا باقی باقی رہا نہ پردہ اب سوچتی ہے زینب مانگے کفن یا چادر کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر بازو کہیں پڑے ہیں لاشا کہیں پڑا ہے زینب کی بے بسی پہ غازی تڑپ رہا ہے روتی ہے بے کسی بھی فرش عذاب بچھا کے کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر جو گھر میں دو قدم بھی پیدل نہیں چلی ہے ایک دن میں وہی زینب عباس بن گئی ہے پہرے پہ آ گئی ہے تنہا لم اٹھا کے کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر سجاد سے لپٹ کے کہتی رہی سکینہ احساس ہو رہا ہے میں ہو گئی یتیمہ ظالم ڈرا رہا ہے نیزہ دکھا دکھا کے کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر لاشوں کے درمیان وہ بابا کو ڈھونڈتی ہے منہ اپنا پیٹ کر یہ فریاد کر رہی ہے قدموں میں ہی سلا دو بابا مجھے بلا کے کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر کیسی یہ شام آئی اولاد سیدہ پر
اللہم صل جزاک